man? It's your boy LL Cool Trey. What y'all think? I think my barber got me right. He get me tight, he get me square. I think he did all right. So it's your boy Trey Sits, LL Cool Trey, or Trey Belafonte, depending on how long you've been rocking with me, right? So what we're gonna talk about today, 5 fragrances from my collection that I think are instant goats. Instant goats. I think these are instant Hall of Fame fragrances right now. Right now. What am I basing it on? Well, my personal opinion, 1 and 2, I just feel like that 25 years from now, 20 years from now, people are still going to be picking these fragrances up going, man, I remember when this came out, it still smells good. Hopefully they won't discontinue them, but you never know. So before I get into that though, I need something from you. Continue to like this video, share this video, and if you haven't, please consider giving your boy a sub and be active in the comment section. We do something real unique around here. We check in. Let me know where you're watching the videos from, man. I don't think anybody's ever going to out check in Wyoming, Bay Springs, Mississippi, Chicago, South Africa. That's right, South Africa. But anyway, let's get to it. The first one I want to talk to you about is from the house of Ralph Lauren, or Polo, but we're going to say Ralph Lauren, and it's Ralph's Club. And this is the Parfum edition, not the EDP, which was the original. This is the Parfum. And then they have the Elixir. I had the Elixir, and I took it back. I just was like, it smelled good, but I was just like, you know what? I'll just pick this up at a later date. I wasn't just wowed by it the way that everybody else is. It just reminded me of a lot of similar fragrances in my collection. I won't get into that right now, but whether you have this one, which is the Parfum, whether you have the original, which is an EDP concentration, or whether you have the Elixir, either way, a really nice smelling fragrance. I think people will be clamoring about this one 20 years from now the way that we do Polo Blue. I just think this is a Swiss Army knife. I think it is a great fragrance. I think it smells really, really good. And again, whether you're rocking with the original, which I have, or the EDP, I'm sorry, I said that wrong. The original is an EDP, or whether you're rocking with the P, the Parfum. Either way, good smelling fragrance, Swiss Army knife. No one is going to tell you that you smell bad with Ralph Club or Ralph Club Parfum. Either one, people are going to tell you that you smell really, really good. I'm not sure which I like better. The original, which is again an EDP concentration, or the Parfum. All I know is that they all smell good. They all work well, and for the price that you can pick this up. I picked mine up off of Macari, a little cheap, because it has a cosmetic blemish on it. Nonetheless, still, it works, and it works well, and it smells like it's supposed to smell, performs like it's supposed to perform. And I like it. A Swiss Army knife, really, really sweet, very young, youthful, energetic fragrance. It's not a bright citrusy fragrance. It's a soft, sweet, woody scent. And years from now, I think people will be still digging Ralph Club. So Ralph Club is now goated. It's an instant classic. Another one that I think is an instant classic, and I think these two fragrances were made to compete with each other because they both hit the ground as an EDP concentration, which was something 20, 25 years ago you didn't see. But you very rarely run across an EDP concentration. But from the house of YSL, it is YSL Myslf. And this is the original, which is an EDP. I have Le Parfum. Le Parfum is good. It's really sweet. It's really, really sweet. And again, in my opinion, Both of these fragrances, I think, are instant. Oh, that smells good. That smells good. Both of these fragrances, I think, are instant classics. Man, I've yet to let someone smell this and they didn't like it. Just being honest. Hold on. Gotta clear my throat. I've yet to let someone smell this fragrance and they didn't like it. Is it necessary for you to have both Ralph Club Parfum or Ralph Club and YSL Myslf? No, it's not. But I'm a reviewer, so they come in handy sometimes. But man, yeah, I just feel like years from now, people will be talking about this fragrance the way that we did Invictus when it first came out, and the way that a lot of us still feel about Invictus. But nonetheless, from the house of YSL, it is YSL Myslf. Not to be confused with YSL Le Parfum. Good one though. This next one, I think, is goated, and it's a good smelling fragrance. It's odd, but it's good. And I think it's one of those that I think is going to stand the test of time. I don't think it'll be discontinued. It's from the house of Jean Paul Gaultier, and it is Male Elixir. And this one right here, man, it's an odd fragrance to me, but it does work. But to me, it's a creamy, gourmandy, sweet, buttery, creamy fragrance. Not the biggest fan of these bottles, but I get this minty, creamy, cookie type vibe. If you've ever bought Girl Scout cookies and you bought, what are they, Thin Mints? That's what it reminds me of, man. Like a chocolatey, minty cookie, which would make it a gourmand. But I think this fragrance is an instant classic. It's one of those, again, people are gonna smell it and nobody's gonna be like, yeah, that don't smell good. It's an instant classic. It's an instant classic, instant GOAT status. You know, when you know a GOAT when you see one. You know what I'm saying? It didn't take a whole lot of people, and I'm not a Jordan fan, but it didn't take people very long to realize on every level MJ was gonna be something special. Now, it's funny, I'm a Tar Heel fan, but when I think Tar Heels, I think Vince Carter, I think Antoine Jameson, I think Jerry Stackhouse, I think Rasheed Wallace, I think Ed Cota. I could go on and on and on and on and on. Shammond Williams. I mean, a lot of legendary Tar Heels. But man, Mike ain't one of my favorites, I'm sorry. But nonetheless, I say that to say, everybody that saw Mike knew that boy good. He gonna be the next Lenny Bruce. Well, this right here is gonna be the next Cool Water or whatever, goated. Yeah, it just reminds me of a minty, creamy Girl Scout cookie, but in a good way, in all the good way. From the house of Male. From the house of Jean Paul Gaultier, it is Male Elixir. This next one, instant GOAT for me, because I don't have anything in my collection that smells like this. I don't. I just don't. From the house of Tom Ford, it is Oud Minérale. What this smells like to me, and it smells like you've been helping your uncle work on his old Monte Carlo. Or in my case, my Uncle Ricky always with the Grand Prix, the old school Grand Prix. I'm talking about the old ones with the T-tops in them. The 70s model Grand Prix, the big wide ones that sit up in the front, down in the back. Man. It reminds me of you helping your uncle work on something, just anything oily, whether it was just something simple, he was tinkering with his motorcycle or whatever, but that's just what it reminded me of. Just oily, greasy minerals, but in a good way. And I think this is an instant classic, especially with everything today. And I just call this fragrance a classic, and I stand by that. But everything today is going towards fragrances like Mysf. Mass appealing, sweet, non-threatening. Let's just be easy. You know, let's not push the envelope. Well, here we go. This one did it. It pushed the envelope. And I personally like that, because I think that is something that we need. I think we need that. So from the house of Tom Ford, it is Oud Minérale. Instant gold. Instant gold. I think, I got a feeling though that one may be discontinued, but for the time being, it's a gold. I'm not saying it's discontinued now, but I'm saying I give it a few years, and that's one that they'll probably pull the plug on, because people are just not gonna run out and buy it. But I encourage you to give it a shot, give it a try. And I think you'll get yourself an instant classic with Tom Ford's Oud Minérale. And that JPG is stupid. Oh, about this time next year, that fragrance is gonna be so maturated and so beautiful. It's crazy. This next one is from one of my favorite houses, and this is one of my favorite lines. The house is Azzaro. The line is, I don't know whether you should call them one line or two lines, but there's the wanted line, and then there's the most wanted line. This is the most wanted parfum. Yeah, like this one, yeah. Parfum intense, maybe is what they call it. And this is just beautiful. You can literally, if somebody were to say to me, Trey, I want to start a fragrance collection, and I want to get a line of fragrances, and I don't want to spend a great deal of money. I've got $500. Where do I start? Hook me up. I would tell them, go to FragranceNet, get Azzaro Wanted, then get Wanted by Night, then get the Most Wanted, then get Wanted Perfume, then get Most Wanted Cologne Intense, and then get this one, Most Wanted Parfum. I think that's, yeah, there may be a collector's edition in there somewhere. And then get Wanted Tonic for when you go on vacation and you get ready to, from top to bottom, from A to Z. It's hard to find a more complete lineup than that I just named. Now, with that being said, again, the Most Wanted Parfum Intense. This is good. And I know they just came out with another one. What is it? Wanted Elixir Forever. I'll be picking that up. I don't even have to smell it. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it. I think Azzaro did a beautiful job. Oh man, but this is a sexy, fruity, gourmandy, nighttime, date night fragrance that lasts a very, very, very long time. So from the house of Azzaro, from the line of Most Wanted, it is Most Wanted Parfum Intense. And all of these are bangers, and all of them smell amazing. And they are all, in my opinion, instant goats. Instant classics. Modern classics, I think is what we're gonna call this video. So, all right guys, with that being said, I'm fixing to get off of here and get this video ready, because I've got 4 videos to shoot, because your boy's fixing to take a little road trip. And I got to get everything lined up. So I got to get the wheels rolling. So I got 4 videos to shoot. But anyway, man, listen, thank y'all so much for being the best part of my channel and for rocking with your boy. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I know I am not a perfect reviewer, and people wonder, hey, why don't you do hashtags? Hey, why don't you put timestamps? Hey, why don't you? I'm a throwback. Call me a dinosaur, call me whatever. I don't want jump cuts in my videos. I don't want all that. I just want you to sit down and watch the video. I mean, it's just that simple. Put me on while you're washing your car and listen, whatever. I don't want all that fancy stuff, you know, just the ads. But that's how I get paid, so I can continue to do this. So, but anyway, listen, I love you all, man, and God bless you all, and thank y'all for always tapping in and rocking with your boy. It is greatly appreciated. So, that being said, I am out, and I will catch y'all in a day or so. Peace.